Good morning and hello out there in Rando Land. I'm the Odd Tiger, and we got ourselves a tie break here in Group G between someone325 and darpex3. I'm joined by Sinath. How you doing, Sinath?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to see this race. I did commentary on their last race, and that was a pretty close one, so excited to see how this one turns out.
Absolutely, yeah. So, this is indeed a Group G 80 tile swap tiebreaker race. So, can you tell us a little bit about how we got here? I guess you could say.
I have to bring up the challenge, to be completely honest.
I was actually, to be honest, I was also buying time to bring it up. Yeah. So
Group G.
yes,
So,
this is a tiebreak race off to see who advances out of this group. Both
yep.
these runners are 3-3. Hitsuyan is the #1 seed out of this group, perfect 6-0. So this is for all the marbles, and we're off.
Yep. Yeah, and so it looks like in the last race, someone lost the race and Darpex won the race, unexpectedly, too.
Oh, and there we go. We got a little bit of a investigation here. Got Green Pendant Desert. Let's see, crystals at Eastern and Hera, and it looks like our first swap of the day among the dungeons will be Skull Woods up in the light world there, and it will be Red Pendant. So do not adjust your TV screens here if you've never seen 80 tile swap. You will see some interesting map differences here. Some of the tile sets for the overworlds, two worlds, will be swapped here. So we'll see in a moment if we see anything else besides Skull Woods be swapped. Nothing yet that I've seen. So
Yeah, you can kind of tell from the map if there's anything huge out there. It's a lot of light world, which is strange.
yeah, this is almost a vanilla seed, which is really weird. We did 80 tile swap earlier this week that had most of the dark world dungeons were actually in the light world and vice versa. So that was interesting to see. But yeah, we're in Kakariko here in the light world. You can tell we're in the light world here because there's a little L on the top left corner of your HUD.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so the way this works is you take open mode and you take inverted mode and you give them a little baby, and it's called 80 tile swap.
And there you can see our first change. We have Skullwoods in Light World.
Skull World and Lightwoods.
Yes, that too. So the only thing we've seen so far, item-wise, someone has found the mitts in Kakariko, but that's about it. That's all we got so far. Gonna be really interesting to see what kind of progression we get here.
The shield could be important for that invulnerability in Turtle Rock.
That's true. But let's see what's in the well. This is a good source of items, potentially. And Darpex Death Warping out of there. Oh, the mitts are in Link's house. Okay, so we saw someone go to Link's house and get the mitts. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I forgot we started in two different places. One of them, Darpex started in Sank. I thought they both did because I'm just used to Sank starts.
Nice Rod. It's not Nice Rod Hunt. What is this game? Baby Seed
and Sword. Yeah, Blind Hut's a good call here for both runners. Get some items here early.
kind of monster starts in their own house? Freddy. Freddy starts in his own house.
Some people are weirdos like that. That's just the way they are. That's okay. All strats are acceptable as long as they're within the real documentation.
We're gonna go peek at race game. Actually, no, this is dig game.
Dig game. Yep, another one of those swaps we were talking about here. Get a little bit of a Dark World tile set in Light World.
Dark World flavor inside of Light World.
Yep, which means race game is in the other world.
Yep.
And dig game is, again, being stubborn. Yeah, it's just a piece of heart, but not worth skipping necessarily. It's only 4 hearts.
Yeah, you definitely want to get pieces of heart and hearts early on here. But once you get to, like, I don't know, maybe 7, 9, somewhere in there, you're probably pretty comfortable after that.
One of the things too about 88 tile swap is you can kind of tell. So like someone knew that. Oh, there we go. Another Stumpy, right? Yep. There we go. In the bottle. Cool. So you can take that over to Sick Kid and get another item. So one of the cool things that I've noticed here with this is it will kind of, when you get these transitions, for example, if you look at the trees here, they'll kind of tint to their Dark World color a little bit on the palette. So you can kind of gives you a little bit of a visual clue that, oh, okay, I'm going into a Dark World tile set. Also, sometimes you'll get things like, you know, the shooting gallery showing up. So you know, okay, if shooting gallery is here, that means dig game is also here because the tile sets do not. It's not just randomly transported over. Ooh, flute. That's good. Fine. Yeah, we're finding everything that's telling someone to go back to Kakariko. Yeah, you'll kind of see that tint change a little bit, and you'll also kind of see like landmarks and stuff that are tied together. So you'll get kind of like a heads up, like, okay, if I find this here, that also means this tile is there. Hammer.
Ooh, a wet hammer, but it's still a hammer.
It'll dry out. That's fine.
No one likes wet hammers.
And you can see here we have that tint, so we know that there's going to be Hype Cave over here.
$50.
Oh, I wanted peanuts. 50 rupees can buy many peanuts. Ooh, a lamp. Alright, well, that will be helpful for Aga, which they will have to go do at some point, so I guess we don't have to do that one in the dark now.
Yeah, that's the other part of this is AD tile swap, right? Which means that you have to do every single dungeon in the game in order to beat it.
Yep, no excuses. So that does also open up more possibilities being within logic. For example, you know, Green Pendant's not always within logic, as someone's using that Ice Rod to nice effect here to take care of the mini Moldorms in the mini Moldorm cave. But yeah, so for example, you know, Green Pendant can definitely be something for progression now because you have to go in there anyways. It's just a matter of where it's placed. Candy Burna, Boomerang, Literacy.
Book.
Ooh.
Well, okay then. We now have our Titan's mitts.
Absolutely. Getting all the grooving and schmooving options here for someone. But I'm also noticing, Cinna, sorry about that, I feel like I'm talking a little bit too much, but I noticed that we're getting a lot of the overworld checks, or like a lot of the item dense locations are all showing up here, so that may mean that Dark World does not have quite as much junk.
So we're only, what, Moon Pearl away from Dark World right now?
I think so.
I wonder who came up with the name of Hype Cave in the first place, because it always seems like in vanilla it wasn't that hype, it was just money, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was never really, there wasn't really anything good there in vanilla. I think just because of the fact that it was I feel like the lore behind that was because it had something to do with just being in the Dark World. Usually, when you would do rando, it would be something like vanilla rando. You'd be like, oh, okay, well, I need an item there, and it was more likely than not, a lot of times hiding out in that place.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the lore behind it. I am not 100% sure because I didn't name it, but.
Well, Darpex is exploring Hyrule Castle while someone activates Flute and visits Sick Kid. Sick Kid is just a single arrow. In earlier versions of the randomizer, it would almost always have something useful, especially before progressive swords and gloves.
Right.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. I kind of remembered it being that it was usually a place that had a lot of would often get a good item drop. And so the hype was kind of see, okay, what do I get here? But nowadays it's more balanced, so it's just another item dense location to check and not necessarily something guaranteed.
Right.
Oh, there's the mirror.
Mirror. I can now see myself. Aw, the bird missed me.
Yeah, one of my favorite bits of lore here while we have a down moment while we're waiting for Darpex to check this location, just get some bombs. And someone's going to rescue the old man out of the cave. We'll see what we get there. One of my favorite things is, of course, the Moon Pearl, allows you to keep your form in a dark world. Otherwise, you kind of turn into your internal self, so to speak, as is reflected. Mm-hmm. The bird is the bird in the light world and the dark world. So the bird's true self is the bird in all realities.
I mean, I don't think the devs ever intended the bird to show up in the dark world because you have to do a glitch called YBA in order for the bird to show up in the dark world.
Well, the bird shows up in the vanilla game at the end of the Aga 2 fight. That's how you get to the top of the.
Oh, that's true. Temple. That is true. Huh. I wonder if it's because you have the Moon Pearl, by extension, the bird also does not get affected by the Dark World.
Maybe the bird just has a smaller Moon Pearl. Darpex there.
Bird
I think
is
looks
the
like
word.
Yeah, Darpex went through Dark Cross without the lantern there. And speaking of Moon Pearl's form, you see Yoshi's Dark World form, and it's just Yoshi and an egg. Ooh, getting the blue potion, that's good. And gonna also go up here and grab Ether. Rupees, a big hoard. So that actually saves a bit of time. That removes that location from the pool, even though someone's not going to get it, but has that knowledge, doesn't have to go through the animation, and yeah. But yeah, someone now in Hera. Ooh, nice job there. Oh, gonna take a death warp back to the top anyways, just with one heart. Don't blame him. Darpex about to feel a little frustrated here. We know what's in here, and we know it's something that would have been useful approximately a minute or two ago. There's that lantern.
I mean, if you're comfortable enough with dark rooms, you don't need the lantern. There's a funny thing about the lantern, right? It's you need the lantern to see through dark rooms. Then you don't need the lantern anymore because you know your dark rooms. Then you need the lantern again because you want to be able to do glitches.
Yep. the Zelda games are always programmed to kind of be like items lead to progression, lead to items lead to progression kind of thing, but that's kind of like an unintentionally funny instance of that.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what's on Moldorm. Hammer will make this easy.
And just a small
key to the basement. Yep. Ugh. Yep. And we have the lantern.
That's a gross feeling. Picking up a crystal though. Clean fight there from someone. No trips to the penalty box. Doesn't get checked into the boards. Takes Moldorm down. Wins the cup.
So someone is opting to skip Hera basement for now. This is an interesting kind of play. I kind of get it because Hera basement feels like such a time waste, and if there's nothing down there, then, you know, obviously it's a huge time waste. But if there's something down there... Oh, a second sword on the floating island.
I think someone's going for, and I somewhat think this is not a bad idea. Just choosing the item dense locations here. This looks like a spiral cave wraparound into paradox cave situation here. And we can go on. We can go on top of. You know, we can go open up Turtle Rock, go to the Dark World if we find the pearl. It could be here. Could also be at the bottom of Hera. Hey, there's another sword.
So now we know where 3 of our swords are.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good shout out. Did we get both the map and the compass out of Hera?
You know, I think I don't think we saw either of them actually. So yeah, that may be, simply put, that may be a good call there. Using the mirror to sneak by there. That's some smart strategy. Lose a couple of frames on the transition back to the light world, but there's the Moon Pearl. Okay.
Paradox Cave was the answer.
Yes, it was. And I mean, so far looking at the tile swap here, we're not really seeing a lot of swapping so far. Everything's been pretty vanilla.
Yeah, it's like light vanilla
Yes.
light. What do you want to call that?
And yeah, not a whole lot there in Paradox Cave. Someone just picking up the shield there, as well as the Moon Pearl. And now gonna go do Super Bunny, I bet. And wrap around up the Turtle Rock, got the mirror out. Probably gonna mirror to... Actually, no, maybe go pick up that sword first in Hookshot Cave. And then mirror up and open up that portal up there. Could be a possibility. We did see powder there for darpex. Not really turned out to be much of anything.
Yeah, just 3 bombs.
Oh, missed the bird.
Don't miss your bird.
Got it. There we go.
Remember to bird up. Oh, what was that on Turtle Rock? Was that bomb?
Ether.
Oh, was it ether?
It looked like ether. Yeah.
So we don't have hookshot or boots, so we can't get to any of the...
Okay, my eyes are wrong there. You were correct.
Yeah, I was thinking it was bombos. I was
okay.
like...
I probably just looked too quick there. So yeah, bombos for Turtle Rock. Thank you, everyone, for pointing out.
It's all good, all good.
Yeah. It's hard to see sometimes. You just kind of have to...
Especially with how fast they are.
Yeah.
All right, so Mountain was the play. Now we're heading down to Misery Mire for the shed, and we're going to check the medallion on the Misery Mire entrance as well.
This one will have a little bit more time to check. That one's also
another bombos.
Okay.
No, Tiger, you got to remind me, is this simply for standing, or is this if someone loses, they're going home?
Yeah, this is winning in. This is a must win for both of them. They are tied right now. And we have Hitsuyan already going through 6-0 from the groups. So that is one of the 2 spots that has been taken. So one of these 2 is going to be going home unless there's like a tie again, and then they have to rerun everything. I don't think they want to do that. I think they're both playing to win here. So one of them's kind of gonna go through, and one of them's just gonna be tournament over. Big key there on top of the torch.
Even if we got to a point where literally both players are crossing the bridge at the same time and we can't tell based on, the stream who's winning and who's losing, or even in the race room who's winning and who's losing, it would probably come down to our frame count just to declare a winner. So the way that they tie here is not going to happen, probably.
Yeah, probably not. It's very unlikely, but
like that would have to be pixel frame perfect.
It would.
Which I don't think has ever happened in the history of Link to the Past racing.
It has not. I know we have had frame count backs before. So it has been really close, but we've never had it identical times like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, nothing really in Aga, not an old man's cave there.
Darpex is going to finally be catching up a little bit here, getting the mountain checks out of the way, getting that 3rd sword, getting the Moon Pearl and Paradox Cave, all this fun stuff over here.
Someone, meanwhile, is going to be in the Dark World going into the Lost Woods to check some of these items here.
Yep, we saw the mushroom check and the thieves hideout that we needed to check. Oh, and we have the book
check.
To check Ped.
Since it is all dungeons, that puts Ped immediately within the possible scope of rupees. Okay, it's no longer within the scope of things that we have to get.
Ped is dead, as I like to say.
Yes, it is.
But what's not dead? The fact that the progression could be inside of GT.
Yeah, that actually the last race I commentated. It was an AD tile swap, and Ice Rod was the go mode item, and it was in someone dropping down into the thieves' hideout, finding that 4th sword. But Ice Rod was in GT behind the Ice Arm most, and our runners ended up going all the way through and opening up everything to find it. It was like the last check before tile room. So it can be very nasty like that sometimes. You just have to be careful of it.
Laura's dropping in chat that a sword is kept inside the pedestals to keep it dead. Therefore, it must be evil, and evil is sealed within it.
Yeah, and Tramp Royale in chat pointing out that someone's found all 4 swords in 22 minutes. That is, that's not very common. Not very common to get all 4 swords this early in a seed.
It's not common to get all 4 swords at all, usually.
At all. Well, a lot of times they get found, but sometimes they'll be like, I don't want to go get that. I don't need to, I got my tempered sword. I'm good. And that can depend on the comfort of the runner with dealing with Ganon strats, which I think almost everybody in this tournament's pretty comfortable doing Master Sword serverless Ganon fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what tile swap means, just to answer a question in chat, someone asked, what does tile swap mean? We explained it a little bit earlier, and we're happy to explain it again because it can be a little bit confusing. So as Senna so eloquently put it earlier, what if open and inverted modes had a baby? That would be tile swap, which is we have well, not necessarily this seed, just by judging by looking at it, but we have the possibility for dungeons and overworld tile sets to swap between light world and dark world. So you may get, for example, you may get a dark world dungeon in the light world, which, for example, for this seed, Skull Woods is in the light world, and we'll see here. We'll go out, and yeah, someone's in the light world and goes to the dark world, and the dark world is Lost Woods, which is normally the light world one. So some of these tile sets can swap between the two worlds, and we'll see someone will leave, and he's in the dark world. Wow, it's like a chunk of the light world fell off into the wrong place. But yeah, there's certain areas that can swap between light world and dark world. Dungeons can swap between them. The crystals and the pendants that are normally in each dungeon can also swap around a little bit too.
It looks like Aga Ledge was just $20.
Yep. And also, just as we mentioned for the AD and AD tile swap is all dungeons, so everybody's got to do all of the dungeons. So there are the 3 pendant dungeons, the 7 crystal dungeons, plus Ganon's Tower, plus Castle Tower, aka the first Aga fight. So there's, I believe it makes 12 that they have to do.
That is correct.
Great, Matt, that's correct. In a normal rando,
Hooray, you can do math.
Yeah, in a normal rando, we don't always get to see all of them. Sometimes, we may skip pendant dungeons, we may dive into dungeons and pop back out because we're only really concerned about getting the crystals to get to GT. We may never have to go to Aga and some seeds. So because this is all dungeons, that requires us to do everything to be able to beat the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's more useful to do checks like Aga Ledge, for example, because there could be something there, or check Pedestal because you have to get all 3 of your pendants, or to go into GT early because you've cleared all your crystal dungeons, but you may have progression for one of your pendant dungeons inside of GT.
Right, it's kind of weird like that. Like, usually when you get to Ganon's Tower, you're in an end game. You're just trying to find the big key, go up through the gauntlet, and beat the game as quickly as possible. But with all dungeons, you can enter a scenario where you go into GT with all your crystals and you don't have any of the pendants done. That's entirely possible with the way that the seeds lay out. So routing is a lot more important, and being able to check some of those locations that would potentially get skipped on a normal run. You really need to be if it feels like, to me, especially with all dungeons, you really need to be efficient in how you move and check things, and just make sure that you're not isolating something that you're going to forget about, like leaving something way up in Catfish and then not checking Catfish until it's your last check.
I just wanted to make a note here that Darpex did not get the sword on Floating Island, and has also not gone through the Light World, Dark World, Lost Woods, and gotten the sword in Thieves' Hideout. So they're still on Master Sword.
All right, which will be fine for this fight in this dungeon. Yeah, it won't be too bad because the blind fight will simply be.
Yeah, it's 9 hits regardless of what weapon you use.
Yeah. So it's not a huge thing. Now, if we get to, like, for example, if we're talking like Moth or something like that, then yeah, we need to start keeping tabs on that kind of thing, where that's really going to be important. It's, for example, you can do it with Hammer, but it's it's so hard with hammer to do it. You have to be really good to do moth fight with hammer.
Also, just another quick example of AD tile swap and GT giving us, AD tile swap and GT being an early progression thing. We haven't found Fire Rod yet. Fire Rod could totally be in GT.
Right, and Fire Rod is we don't know if Turtle Rock's the other pendant. That could be, if it's the other pendant, yeah, it can absolutely be in GT. If it's a crystal, we know it's not, because
Yep. Yeah, because you need the Fire Rod to kill Trinex.
Yep. So it can't be locked behind. Well, yeah, it shouldn't be locked behind something that it needs to access. So it could be in GT though. It could be it could be in GT. Not GT, in Turtle Rock, but it can't be in GT.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true.
Yeah. So when we talk about, like, sometimes we'll talk about like being able to read the seed. That's the kind of stuff that we're talking about right now, as far as like locations and items, and which dungeons are pendants and which ones are crystals. That's all part of, as we like to call it, reading the seed and knowing what it gives you, and knowing, okay, well, if I've got, these are pendant dungeons, well, if I need these to access, if I need certain items to access those can't be, for example, on pedestal. If it's a pendant dungeon and I have to get into, like, Turtle Rock, and it's bombos, then bombos can't be on ped. You can't have it. The game will not give you a situation where you are locked out of something.
Yeah, it's another good example, as we can tell that bombos, for example, cannot be in GT. We know it's not on ped. It's probably not on the green pendant. I say probably, and watch, it's going to be on the green pendant.
Yeah, there's scenarios where it can be in certain spots, but they're very specific scenarios. Like, it has to be this certain item for the turn in. So you kind of have to play a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of like crossing off possibilities. There's a certain game, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Guess Who, but with items. Meanwhile, both of our runners just running through that blind fight, first try on the script. Beautifully done.
But darpex is going to be doing this little bit of an extra thing here called the hammer pegs. Let's see what's in this cave. Ooh, no, don't skip that.
Nope. We're gonna need that for Swamp Palace, so that is certainly welcome. And gonna take looks like probably gonna go walk the chest back home too.
I wonder how the chest glitch works in AD Tile Swap. Like, so okay, the chest glitch that I know about is you can dash away from it and then dash all the way back down to where the thief is, and then mirror from the dark world into the light world to see him, and you'll still get the turn in.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how that works if there's like a tile swap on the way there and you go into the light world.
It's a fantastic point. I don't know enough about that I've ever run across that scenario, but that it could be interesting. Oh, we're gonna go to light world though. We're gonna go to Cave 45.
I know you can drop off the chests outside of these caves. Ooh. Oh, there's Fire Rod, so we don't need to worry about that being somewhere stupid.
Yep.
Someone's taking a little bit of extra time to check the race game. There's nothing there.
Yeah, we saw darpex checked out earlier too, as well. And it's just bombs.
Just bombs on the purple chest.
Have we seen anybody check their map in Dark World to see what dungeons are where?
No.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, I haven't seen that yet.
I'm kind of one of those people that if I know I'm going to be doing all dungeons, I don't check my map. Like, there's no reason for me to know what dungeons are what, because I know I'm going to be doing them all anyway.
Right. I would, like, I'm the kind of person who probably would check it just to have the intel to know, to help with my brain with routing stuff so I don't overload myself with possibilities.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, gonna get bonked. Nope, didn't get bonked. So now we have Flipper's Fire Rod. Ice Palace is now a fun thing.
Oh, darpex, that was not a great mirror spot there. There you go.
That was probably a little bit of good routing from darpex. Ooh, half magic on Bombo's tablet.
Yep.
We're being reminded by our wonderful tracker, Bring a Smile to Me. Please go follow the runners. We can't do this tournament without them. Give them a good luck and have fun, or your favorite emote, depending on what their chat is currently set with. And yeah, tell them have fun. You can also give my wonderful co-commentator Neon Tiger a follow.
Yeah, and follow Senna as well. I mean, seriously, couldn't do this without him, so. Okay, so darpex can go down. We do have Master Sword here. We're gonna get some of the spins. Unfortunately, that one bonked into the spikes, so yeah, and that one too. We're doing hammer fight. Okay, there we go. Nicely done there. Nicely recovered. We got a lot of health though, so we're in good shape. And this is another Dark World tile swap. Here is Ice Rod Cave.
This feels very out of the way.
Yes,
but
it's worth it.
Okay, so that's ice fully in logic.
Oh, darpex, are you gonna go check Thieves' Hideout now? Oh no. And someone's going into the ice.
Yeah, perfectly logical from where they were and what they have.
Oh, darpex, you're gonna find that sword upgrade be a little sad. Happy, but at the same time kind of sad probably. What do you mean it didn't have to do hammer? Yeah, so I didn't.
Boots. That's all.
That's nice. I was gonna say items are missing. We can cross boots off the list now. That was one of the ones I was gonna mention. Bombos, bow, Candace Samaria.
So bow definitely can't be in GT because Eastern Palace is a crystal.
Yep.
Could be under Desert Palace with the green pendant.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know about the rest of them yet.
So we do know it's also, we know Kane is not in. It's not Bombo Select. It's not in Mire. It's not in Turtle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So that would leave it as being in either Eastern Desert, Pod, Swamp, or Ice. And if it's in Ice, we'll know very shortly here. Someone's going to do a full clear, I assume. Or at least as much of a clear as to get all the items.
I've actually seen Hammer in GT. I don't remember what mode it was. I want to say it was cross keys. But in this mode, you are absolutely right. It's not going to be in GT. We've already got the hammer anyway. Both of our runners have some pretty good routing here. It's really hard to say who's in the lead. I want to give it to someone at the moment, but you know, they're tied up on dungeons as far as the amount of dungeons they've cleared.
I would concur. I think I would say someone very slightly ahead, but there's the mushroom. But you know, it's not going to take much for this to tilt one way or another as far as who has an advantage and who doesn't. This could yeah, we could see this flip really quickly.
Yeah, I believe that's how it happened for their last game as well when they versed each other. It was really back and forth and hard to tell, and then I think it was something that darpex had found that just put him in the lead, and that was the game.
Right. I think one of the things here, one of the reasons that we're so unsure about this is, yeah, we're just seeing them. There's a lot of openness in this sea the way it's laid out right now, and this game mode kind of tends to have that happen a little bit with all of the dungeons required. But yeah, it's just, you know, a lot of options, a lot of places they can go right now, a lot of dungeons that are possibly open. It's just gonna take a little bit of time and start to, you know, we gotta start to see the item pool winnow down a little bit, and the number of locations also do that. It looks like darpex. So we do have catfish flipping over here to. That's gonna be Zora. Yeah, catfish will flip to light world, and Zora's gonna be in dark world here. Their location here. Someone's gonna go, it looks like, do desert, maybe?
Yeah, it would have to be desert because you can't get into Misery Mire. Oh, there's Bombos on catfish. That is spicy.
Oh, darpex, that's a big play right there. That's, I mean, someone's gonna come up here probably. Oh,
and the bow.
Okay. Yeah,
catfish location is loaded.
Yeah, this is a good check here, and probably we'll go check Zora as well. I do not blame you for doing that, darpex.
So again, this is kind of like when it's hard to say who's in the lead because things like that can happen.
Yeah, someone will be over here at some point. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just a matter of when. You know, does catfish get last locationed, or does it get picked up early because Zora has not been picked up either? Yeah.
I think someone's going to be living by the mantra that a lot of people talk about, which is always be clearing dungeons.
Yep. ABCD. And get a little bit of a cash back there on our purchase from Zora.
I feel like that's a credit card deal. You spend money to get money back.
Ooh, darpex is going to... Oh, with the bow. Yeah, gonna go do the double up here on Eastern Pod. I think that's a smart
Yeah.
call.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
these are item dense dungeons, specifically Pod. I think that's fair.
And Kate Sith is pointing out that Ice Rod Cave could be last locations by Darpex as well, which we know is an important item. So it's really going to come down to who's going to be last locationing what last.
Yeah, and I think the one good thing for Darpex is that maybe something that they can. There's Quake, but it's something they can route in when they go do Ice Palace. Like they have to go do Ice Palace, so they can route that in at the same time. So there's a possibility that they may just be waiting for that. Zora is definitely going to be on someone's mind, so Zora Catfish will also be up there, but it's just a matter of, when do we go out of ABCD mode and go into doing last checks?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's you go out of ABCD mode when you literally don't have any more dungeons to clear, and you're like, okay, where am I missing my items?
It's not necessarily a bad strategy, because then you've still got all those dungeons cleared. You just have to do some digging.
Sometimes literally. All right, so someone flutes to 3. We have the fire rod. We can beat Swamp Palette or Skull Woods for that matter. So I don't disagree with this play.
So this is one of the fun things. We get to talk about this fun thing. We always get to talk about this fun thing with the Mothula fight, and something that had to be reprogrammed with the Mothula fight because of the rando. So, in case you don't know, the spikes on this fight in the vanilla game, they do gold sword damage. So, alas, when you go in here with the gold sword and rando, or originally when you did, it didn't do any damage because the game does not intend for you to have the gold sword in vanilla at this point. So it was like, okay, well, we could just program it for a value that doesn't exist within the player's stats at this point. And so when we did rando and that suddenly became a possibility, that had to be fixed.
Right. All right, we're fluting back down to Link's house on someone's screen. Looks like we're doing a Swamp Palace play.
I think so. I can't think of anything else it would be. Yep, there's the turn.
So yeah, what is missing at this point to be in go mode? I think it's just Red Cane, right?
Yep. Cane is the thing that we are missing to be in no mode, and then go mode will be just everyone else collecting those missing items that they don't have yet.
So here's a spicy kind of thing to think about here, Tiger. Do you think someone's going to go into Eastern and Pod before going up to Catfish and Zora?
I had to think for a moment because you were like, "Do you think someone like in general?" Well, darpex is doing that right now, and I'm like, "Oh wait, no, someone as in the person, not
as in the player."
Yeah, I think you might.
Yeah, which would lose a lot of time because we know that the bow is sitting in Zora, or at least the waterfall cave, not Zora himself.
Mm-hmm. Well,
hey,
that's the answer to that question. There's game. So we're in no mode. It is in swamp.
Oh, and a blue mail to top it off. Why not?
Right.
And I believe someone is skipping left side swamp as well.
Yes. Which we know is going to be a good decision. At least as far as what we know, someone needs to find as they're doing diver down. The block, nicely done. Yeah, as far as we know where someone needs to go to get those last two things, we know it's not going to be left side swamp. And
yeah,
really
unless the other bow is in left side swamp, because there are two bows in the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, really the only thing that could really help would be that, if it was another bow. But that also may be a problem because that could lead someone to go away from Catfish if there is a bow over there. Because that opens up more dungeons. You know, you get to clear more dungeons, but they're going to be full clears looking for that bomb boost rather than go moded ones. Here's the cape.
Meanwhile, darpex is doing the full clear of Pod. Again, from darpex's perspective, this is not a bad play. It is very dense. It's just a matter of we know it's not the right play.
Right. But we know these things because we're watching two people do this, and we can see we have the vision from 500 miles above, so we know exactly
omniscient powers.
Yes. These puny mortals, we control their fate in our hands. No, we don't. We're just neutral observers. But yeah,
red bomb.
Looking at someone there getting the red bomb. So this is not a bad check, all things considered. You're gonna do these things. So maybe this could be red bomb into Catfish Zora, which would be for someone
that would be huge.
That would be huge. That would be exactly what they need to be doing here. But you might be thinking that because it might just be like, okay, I've got this check here. I go do Pyramid Ledge, and then I go wrap those up, and all of those checks are now off of my board, and I can go back to doing, I can go do Pod Eastern. Your shield.
Mirror shield for the laser bridge invulnerability.
Yes.
It's too bad that there's nothing on laser bridge, but
oh, Aga? No. Oh, we haven't seen Uncle check from someone. So
you know what? This makes sense doing the castle play and Aga play at the same time while you're here.
Might as well. Yeah, do those two. Then you can still do Catfish Zora because you're not going to need. You don't need bombos or bow for any of these moves here. Here's the last meal.
Someone is fully kitted out now. The only thing that they're really missing is silver arrows. Which, you need to find the bow for in the first place.
Yeah, so someone just doing the castle checks here probably will wrap the Aga, and then maybe go back to Dark World and do, Zora Catfish after that. That would, I feel like routing wise, that's kind of like that's like a pretty clean, efficient way to do that. So you would route those, and you would drop into pod eastern. Just eliminate the checks that are going to be big time wasters, and then once you're in go mode, you don't have to. You don't got to worry so much about the other dungeons. Meanwhile, Darpex is right now on the way to an Armos Knights fight.
So, also something I just realized, someone just picked up the powder. That could lead him away into Kakariko Village before doing Catfish and Waterfall.
Right. Well, actually, for someone, this is an even more item dense check because someone's got mushrooms. So you could do Mushroom Turn In, Catfish, Sora, all at once. So that's multiple checks taken off the board with that. So that's like 7 items or something like that, I think. 6 items that you'd be able to eliminate doing that.
This is still a close race no matter how you look at it, though.
Yes. Ooh, Darpex is gonna go. Yeah, Darpex is gonna go to Ice Cave here, Ice Rock Cave, and pick up the
hook shot.
Hook shot. Yep.
So then the only thing that Darpex, where are you going? Where is he going?
Oh, does he? Oh no! I wonder if he thinks that it's because it's Dark World that Ice Rod Cave is in the Dark World. Oh, he's just going to ice. Oof.
This could be a mistake play for Darpex. It's a mistake play because when you see that tile set, you don't have to automatically assume that the next tile set is the same tile set or a different tile set.
Right.
You just go all the way up and check it regardless. It's every overworld transition, I believe, has a chance to be either Dark World or Light World.
And for anyone wondering why is someone doing Castle Tower, it is all dungeons, and for purposes of the rando, Castle Tower does count as a dungeon. So it's your pendant dungeons, your crystal dungeons, Castle Tower, and Ganon's Tower are the areas you have to go in to beat the game.
Yep. Ganon is not vulnerable until you do all 12.
Yep. I'm pretty sure it gives you a message. I forget what the message is, but it's usually some kind of stupid taunt, like "ha ha ha, you forgot, you fool, you forgot to go do a dungeon. Go back out and do it."
You haven't done your goal yet.
Yep. Nice Palace Bomb jump there, and nice invulnerability with the King Burner.
Now, funny thing here, I wonder if Darpex is going to pick up on it. The key is on Cold Stare, which means that this is Hookshock locked.
Which then finding Hookshot and then thinking, oh, I got to go back in and do that is just like, oh no.
Cold Stare doesn't always mean that?
Yeah. Oh, he's hovering. Oh, no.
He tried.
Gave it a go. Yep. Definitely. When you got that map, it's like, shoot. The cold sudden realization, you know where the key is and you're about to go find it, and then you still got to find a hook shot to get to it. But someone beating Ganon Aga there. Aga 1's taken care of. So now for someone, the question is, Where are we going? What's the play here? Is it 2? Yep. He may be go mode very shortly. Yes, indeed. Someone's going to be doing that.
Oh, there's the other bow.
Oh, no.
Wow. Do we keep going to catfish? No, we're polluting away.
Oh, that was like... I think that was the worst item that someone could have found there. Because now that's going to be like, well, I can go do pod and Easter now.
I mean... Yeah, I don't disagree with this play because it's denser.
I don't. Yeah. It's not a bad play, but it's just like, because we know we know where that go mode item is, and we know that someone just said, "Ooh, dungeons," and walked away from it.
Sometimes ABCD does not help you.
Nope.
Catfish does have bombos, yes.
Yes. So yeah, both runners are in last mode here. Darpex needs to go to Ice Rod Cave, and someone needs to go to Catfish.
They're both out of the way locations, so really anyone could be the one that gets their last location first.
Right, and the thing with that is we know if Darpex gets hookshot, it'll be a play into Swamp Palace to clear those out, and we know that just from the routing in Swamp Palace is in early Cane, so we know that will be found.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it won't be, once his Cane's found, Darpex won't have to do left side swamp.
Yep. Doesn't have the mushroom, so it's probably not going to have silvers. I think we could say pretty confidently if Darpex gets in the go mode, it will be silverless. And it's also going to be tempered sword. I can't imagine they're going to go back up and pick up that fourth sword on the floating island.
I'm living in the world where someone is also going to be going into Ganon silverless. I don't think they're going to check the waterfall once they check catfish.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, someone will probably, unless someone does waterfall first and then does catfish, somehow, probably not also going to be silverless going into the Ganon fight.
Mm.
And Darpex looping out to go take care of the back half here. Has go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm still hurting for someone here because you had Catfish, Waterfall, and Zora Ledge, and Zora all sitting there that you could have done before fluting away. Like, ABCD is absolutely hurting someone here.
Yeah, so I think the thing is, between the two runners, Darpex is going to be... maybe not if he's gonna go do Hera next, but if not, if there's gonna be like a check here, maybe gets a little reprieve.
Mezzo makes a good point here. Darpex totally could hookless Swamp Palace, find Cane, and then mirror out after that because they don't have hookshot to kill Argus. Do Misery Mire and Turtle Rock because they're Jen's checks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ice just ends up being last location.
Right. So the thing for someone is, depending on where Darpex goes here, this could depends. I need a checkerboard. But yeah, it is very likely possible that someone gets Bombos locked before Darpex gets hookshot locked.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the flute. Is it to 8? Is the flute to 8? Is it to 1? Is it not the 1? Oh, it's gonna. Yeah, we doing
before.
Yeah, we're doing pyramid bomb, big red bomb. Yeah, after Eastern, it's gonna be a dungeon lockout for someone. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh. Is Darpex thinking Ice Rock Cave? Trying to go back? Trying to clean this up? Maybe?
Nope. This is Hobo.
Hobo? But yeah, maybe you can maybe a wall over here thinking, I don't know. Going for it.
Yeah, this would be very much a nice play if you go into Ice Rod Cave from here.
But that's the question is...
I mean, you're in the Dark World with the mirror, so you can totally swim down, go check Ice Rod Cave area, and it doesn't matter which world you're in, because you can just mirror to Light World if you end up being in the wrong world.
Right. So yeah, Darpex, the one difference right now, Darpex is not done. Hera is probably saving that for the end. Should that be the case? Oh, yeah, here we go. There we go. There you go, Darpex. About to get that hook shot.
Yep, so that's one item away now from go mode for Darpex, and we already know where that item is. That hook shot should lead him directly into Swamp Palace, too.
Yep, I think, yeah, you're gonna see him flute to 7 here, or flute to floor probably, and go down the portal. Yep. Yep. So this will be Swamp Palace for Darpex, so should be go mode very quickly for them. And yeah, once you get that cane, you're just straight to the back, Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Don't collect anything else for that matter.
Right. And then presumably it'll be Meyer, Turtle Rock, Hera, and then you'll just go back out from Hera into GT.
And then once you do climb in GT, you do Castle Tower once you land, and then you do Ganon.
Yeah, I forgot about Castle Tower. That is also a good point here, that someone's got that taken care of. Again, not a long dungeon, but, you know, you got to complete it, so...
Mm-hmm. So what are the possibilities that someone still has left to go to after Eastern Palace? We know that Catfish, Zora, that whole area is where he needs to go. I'm trying to think of, did he do Bonk Rocks? Did he do Graveyard Ledge? Did he do King's Tomb?
Might have. I thought we saw Graveyard Ledge from someone earlier. I'm not 100% certain. I think, yeah, back before we had boots, I think we saw that. So Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb, I think, would be possibilities. Magic Bat, Darpex is on Magic Bat, and someone has not. Neither of them have done Spike Cave. I feel like they don't want to do Spike Cave, so we're probably not going to see it. But yeah, you would think that the most item dense location would be going to Zora after this. So presumably someone will be heading up that way. I hope for them. Hey, Darpex at 108.45 is in go mode now. Gonna go straight to the back.
It's right now on top of it.
Yep. Dungeon completion wise, has a little bit of ground to make up here. Two of the quicker dungeons, mind you, but still. Someone, as soon as they have their go mode item, it just has Meyer, Turtle Rock, GT left. This could be going to 2. Are we going to 2?
We're going to 8.
Oh, okay.
Hobo.
Yep.
Or no, no, we're warping. We're going to Zora.
Yeah. Here's the big IQ play. Oh, and we are going to get silvers. Someone's going to pick up silvers here, I think.
This is an interesting way to route.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Because you can't get the catfish this way.
No. You cannot.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That could be bad. That could be very bad for someone. Because that's gonna orphan catfish. Oh no.
We know Zora only has $300.
Here's your cashback rebate. He's gonna save and quit, yeah. Now I could save and quit, go to Dark World, and then go over there. He's gonna go to Sank.
It's a long walk, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we started at Sanctuary.
We're doing King's Tomb.
Yeah, this is King's Tomb.
Yeah, Darpex is going into Mire, by the way. So just for anyone wondering, first into Mire, but still has 2 additional dungeons to complete, and someone is looking for that Bombos and looking in all the wrong places right now.
There's just not an easy way to catfish.
No.
There's the bonk rocks.
And like, it's not a bad play because it's one item, but I've seen yep, going to do these wonderful checks. Magic bat. I've seen catfish bite people so many times. Because
I mean, it is a catfish, and catfishes do bite.
They do, as valid. Darpex, are you? Oh, okay. Just picked up that chest.
We're looking for the big key.
Yep. I thought he might have had the big key and was going to hover across. We did see a hover attempt earlier. There's the big key.
Demigod Mire.
Yeah. Oh, we're someone. No, you're going the wrong way. Going to Hookshot Cave, I think. Oh, actually gonna do Spike Cave first and then Hookshot Cave, maybe. And this is all... Like, Darpex may have been a bit behind, but all of this time is being made up right now. With these extra checks. Yep. Yeah, he didn't like that result. The old reset.
Checking mountain.
Yeah. So Someone did use the book to check the tablet earlier and knows it's nothing. It knows it's just rupees. So ether tablet is not anything worth grabbing. This race is close. Oh, don't go into TR. Don't go into TR. Don't go into TR. Don't do it.
We're going into TR. We're doing it.
Oh.
We're doing it.
No. Oh wait, you can't because you need bombos to get into TR.
Right. But we're gonna find out too late that.
Right. I was like thinking about it. I'm like, wait, no, he can't do it. He's going into Hookshot Cave. Don't go into
Hookshot Cave.
Don't do Mimic Cave. Don't do all these checks. Don't do all these checks up on the mountain.
Hera basement as well. Oh, that's. He forgot that Hera basement was left behind.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, that could be a. It does make sense to do all these checks.
Yeah.
We know where the item is, but when you're reading the seed, you do not have that foresight to have an entirely different person on stream also checking things at the same time. Unless you're playing a team. Oh wait, going to 2? Nope.
4.
4.
Where are we going now? Back to Dark World.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? This is the easiest way to catfish.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not going to catfish! Stop it! Go back!
He's doing left side.
He's doing left side, no!
No. Meanwhile, Darpex went up to Hera.
The commentator's dying over here.
Oh, God. Someone had one item to go and just needed that to complete the last 2 dungeons in go mode, and Darpex is steamrolling back from behind on the dungeon count right now. Has now taken the lead on the is actually tied on the dungeon count, but has TR, GT, Castle Tower left to do. That can be super efficiently routed. That is no problem. By the way, Turtle Rock is the last pendant. For those of you keeping score at home, it is the blue pendant.
I don't think anyone keeps score on what Turtle Rock is.
No, probably not.
This feels so bad for someone to be checking left side swamp.
Yeah, it's not needed.
It's 3 items, I get it, versus the one that's on catfish. And you already orphaned it.
I'm just trying to think, where else could someone go after this? I think catfish is the only. God forbid if the shovel shows up here, he is in so much trouble. If this is shovel left side, he's in so much trouble. Because that opens up another check that is unnecessary.
Right.
Oh, it's 10 bombs.
No one cares about 10 bombs. Get out of here with your 10
Come
bombs.
on, ether. It's 10 arrows. Okay, so. Okay, so no shovel. Darpex, meanwhile, making pretty good progress here through TR. This little cane dash there. And the second one just to top it off. Does not have the half magic, but I don't think that really matters. Oh, hobo?
Yeah, this is a hobo play now.
We know Hobo's not going to anything because we saw this earlier.
This is totally an instance of you should have zigged when you zagged.
Yep. There's the big key, by the way. Darpex has got that big key and can go straight on back to Trinix. And then into GT.
We do love going back to Trinix immediately.
Yep. Now we doing catfish? Has to be catfish now. Yeah, there we go. Someone finally getting that. It's not done yet. Darpex has still got is ahead in theoretically in where you would want to be, but you know, still has to do Castle Tower, so you have to wonder, just as far as time goes, like, you know, this is gonna be a feel bad moment. Yeah, but
yeah, this is gonna definitely be a feel bad moment.
This is gonna be like, oh crap, did I just blow this? So yeah, someone's got Meyer TR GT left to do. Darpex has finished TR GT Castle Tower. I feel like maybe it's slight advantage Darpex right now.
Oh yeah, with halfway through Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I would say, but if they go into GT if they go into the Ganon fight at the same time, someone's got silvers. Darpex is not, and will not have silvers. So
that's very true. That's very, very true.
Right. It's going to be tempered silverless versus fully geared. Yeah, gold silvers, which is a lot quicker of a fight. So it ain't over yet. We gotta wait and see how all of this shakes out. Does have to pick up a key from the bridge. And it's probably going to be in the last chest.
That's where it goes.
Yep. This is the worst place it could be. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Second
to
from last.
last.
He's still going to pick it up anyways. It's a map. It's a little. He's going to get that refill though, so that'll be.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. I was like, he's a little low on magic, and I'm like, oh wait, no, there's a refill right before that, so we're good. Thoughtful designers back in 1991. I'm like, yeah, we'll give the player a little refill here, just to make sure they're all topped up for the fight.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a slightly harder fight for Darpex versus someone who's fully geared, but otherwise should be fine.
Not gonna be a zero cycle here on this one, but still be doable. There we go. Phase 1 down. Looking good on health. Someone is making his way through the basement of Meyer. There we go. And that is all regular bosses cleared. Just two Aga fights and a Ganon fight left to go for Darpex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a spooky action glitch on someone's side as well.
All right, yeah. Here's our big key guessing game. So it's 1 to 18, I believe, for this one. Put your guesses in chat.
And to GT we go.
All right, into GT we go. Your guessing is over. We're gonna go left side first. By the way, this is not a skip on CT. The most efficient way to get to CT from where we are is to do GT, do the climb, beat Aga 2, mirror when you're on top, and then you beat Aga 1.
Yep.
It is the most efficient routing. Hey, there's your ether medallion. Enough keys to do right side. We're not checking tile room. Tiger, I hope you're keeping count because I forgot to.
I have also lost count. Chat help.
Nice bounce. There's the big key.
Here it is. It is number 11. Thank you for bringing a smile.
Thank you so much for our tracker friend here. You are doing a wonderful job, friend. We appreciate you keeping us in the loop.
Also, congrats to GBear87 for getting it right on the dot with 11. And Darpex now, yeah, GG. Darpex gonna be going straight to the top here. Barry, just to give you a heads up, this is a tiebreaker. So they're tied right now, and whoever wins this goes on to the bracket stages, and the loser goes home. So this is a tiebreaker for second place. Hitsuyan is 6-0 in group stage, so has advanced as the number 1 seed out of Group G.
Yeah, we're going to be finishing up the group stages here fairly soon. Probably sometime in December, I would say. Maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, a lot of we're basically at the point of just mostly doing tiebreakers right now, and finishing up a couple more matches for placements, which may lead to some tiebreakers. And Darpex working smoothly through the gauntlet here. A little bit of a hiccup there, but these little these ice tile floors are a pain in the butt. But gets the powder there, so second Limola's fight. So this may come down to CT versus GT as far as like who gets it done first and gets in the Ganon.
Yeah, you might be right. I want to say GT is longer than CT, but
yeah, I was gonna say Darpex. Don't leave that one behind. Take the frames, get the refill. But through both satisfying grooms here. Onto the treadmill, making it right past here. Firebar, Room of Doom. Walks past the vision board. Yeah, I think Darpex has all of the required keys, so should not have to pick up anything else here.
nope. Magic refill or life refill if he really wants it, but otherwise we're just going to be fighting Moldorm. Wow, nice use of the
Nicely
hook
done.
shot.
Wow, that was cool. Nicely done, darpex. A little too early on that hook, but that's okay. Yep, and someone is now heading to try next. So yeah, part of this also is going to be which way does someone go. We know where the key is. We know it's on the right side. If he goes left and it's full clear left, that may be game set match.
Mm-hmm.
So there is one routing decision left for someone to make here, and darpex is going to be on the second Agaphyte. Ooh,
Nice triple.
2-3. This should be 1, so this should be nicely done. 2-3-1 from darpex. As we fight them out of order, chronologically incorrect version of the Aga 2 fight. Someone
Disqualified.
Gets, yeah. So someone gets last pendant. darpex is going to be on top of GT. But hold the phone. We still have to do Castle Tower. We have to do Aga 1 now. And someone has got to do GT. Bonks across. Nice mirror placement. Right where he needs to be. And in we go.
I'm still giving this to darpex to lose because he's first into the dungeon.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is... I think now we can say that darpex is not only in the lead, but in a pretty good position now. As long as they can execute here in CT, should be a good fight. But it may just be that catfish check may have just been the nail in the coffin here for someone.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. We're not going to say it yet because.
Yeah, obviously,
it ain't,
Ganon fall or anything else that could happen, or Ganon death.
Yep.
Anything can happen in a race. We're definitely, I think we both agree on that anything can happen at any point.
Yep, and someone is going to go right first, so he's going to get that early big key, and that's going to be a time. That's going to be a little bit of a time save here. Yeah. So yeah, it's advantage darpex right now, but it ain't over yet.
It ain't over until it's over.
Right. Till we get a dot done in the race chat. So yeah, the one advantage here for darpex saving this for last is this is very short dungeon, so he will have a cushion here going into the Ganon fight. Gonna have the slower Ganon fight, but we'll have the a cushion going into it as far as time goes. So
that is the other thing here is that someone has silver arrows, has gold sword. I mean, this is going to be a very fast Ganon fight for someone versus darpex, who's going to be having to do spins.
We just got to go through Aga 1 here. Someone's on the 4th floor, GT. So, yeah, definitely is basically a gauntlet behind at this point as far as where they're at. It'll be a quick gauntlet, but that's still a sizable chunk of time. There's lightning. And darpex should be getting the 6th one here. Oh, actually, no. I miscounted. Should be getting it very soon. There we go.
There it is.
Yep.
Full refill directly into Ganon.
All right. darpex, one more fight away from advancing. And we get the spicy barbacoa burrito. God, I love that flavor text. Alright. using the block there to kind of keep himself positioned against Ganon. That's very nice. I like that. And I think it should be phase 3, right? Yep. There's the stomps.
Yep. I believe in all dungeons mode, there's never any teleports, so we just need to worry about hurting Ganon.
Spins. Yep. There are no warps. You find the silver arrows in your potions. Yep. Oop, there, got the torch. Nice. A little slower fight, but is setting that up really nicely.
Yeah, setting these triples up is what's going to really win the fight here. And Ganon is dead before Agatua is dead.
Get those GGs in chat, everybody. We got ourselves a bracket advancer here, as long as he can walk across that bridge.
There it is. The bridge has been conquered. Hardest boss in the game. Triforce has been rescued. GG's to darpex3.
Indeed.
We'll see if we can get our runners into interview, but we'll probably wait for someone to finish out his game.
Yep, this is going to be pretty close. Yeah, Darpex is going to finish with an official race time, that GG time of 1:35.29. Going 2 for 3 against someone here to advance into the groups, from the group stages into the bracket stages. But someone's going to have a good Ganon fight here, so it should be wrapping up pretty quick. And yeah, the catfish bombos was it. That was probably the difference.
Right.
Ganon
Someone's... Yeah. It was so fast that we missed it.
And we are back. So sorry about the hiccup, everybody. That came at an unfortunate time at the end of the race.
Yeah.
But someone's going to have an official race time, that GG time of 1:37.11. So I think we're going to get both our runners in here, or we'll try to. And yeah, we'll have a chit chat about how that went.
All right, we're being joined first by Darpex. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it was a lot of pressure, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was so nervous.
Well, it was a very close race between you two throughout. We were very uncertain who was going to be the person to. There was a lot of go mode item fishing. There was, a race to get to the top, and it was just kind of like, who's going to get there first, and how quickly can they clear everything they have left to do.
Yeah, we had 2 very dirty positions for the hookshot and the bombers, both required.
Yeah.
It's an 80-ish for sure. Hook is required.
And we're also being joined by someone. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good.
So unfortunate where the bombos ended up being, huh?
Right.
Yeah, we were wondering, because Darpex as well had a Hookshot has their go mode. So, you know, it was kind of like who's gonna figure out first that they need to go. Like, we know where all these things are. We know Hookshot's in Ice Cave. We know Bombos is on Catfish, and everyone's kind of wandering around like clearing dungeons and stuff. And we're just kind of like, someone, not necessarily someone, but somebody is going to figure out, probably on accident, just by last checking locations, where this is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could have been anywhere since it wasn't really locked by anything.
Yeah, that was the thing that was kind of really hard, was those go mode items were not particularly locked, and it wasn't like you needed them to get to something else. You didn't need them to get to what ultimately was like the real go mode item, which would have been the cane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like Kane was locked behind Hookshot in Swamp on left side, so you had to do it, you know.
Oh, left. It was another left side. It was under the under the big chest.
Yeah, it was in the circle room under the big chest there. Someone did go check left side, and we were also kind of hoping, like, please don't be a shovel. Don't send them on another fetch quest, please.
Yeah, I don't need it to think about left side swamp. Luckily. In my mind, I was like, how do I get to Ice Rod Cave?
Yeah, I just did it after checking like Bombos tablet, I guess.
No, never have been there.
Yeah, Half Magic was up on the Bombos.
Oh. Had someone silvers?
Yeah, there was one on Mushroom
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and one in Waterfall
Oh.
Cave.
Yep. Yeah, Darpex got the Waterfall Cave one in the routing around with Catfish and Zora. But yeah, the Mushroom turn-in was the other one.
Yeah, that was my first bow, actually.
Yeah, it was my only one. If there wasn't Zora left, I probably would have skipped Bombos like forever, because yeah, it's Catfish. But with the early mirror, I was like, we do it later. And that's
Fair
probably my luck there.
Yeah, so I guess Darpex, well, first off, congrats on winning this tiebreaker. That means you're going to be moving on to the bracket stage here out of Group G. How you feeling about that?
I wasn't expecting it, to be honest, because my first big tournament, I'd like to say. Oh yeah, it was all about all my thanks goes to the Catfish, I guess. Kind of lucky. And yeah, what should I say? I'm still nervous, kind of shaky. Don't have that much of. I'm missing the word. Whatever. I don't find the English word for it now.
That's okay. We got you. I think we understand where you're coming from on that. But yeah, you've had a really good, pretty good bracket, not bracket, group stage here. Unfortunately, just going to come up a little bit short here. You know, a really tough seed again. So, anything that you just want to say, any things you want to give or anything like that while we're here?
No, not much. It was fun. Thanks for having us. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for commentating.
No problem. I'm glad you had fun. You know, I'm glad y'all are having fun with this, because that's a big part of why we do what we do.
Yeah, definitely.
I still would have fun if I lost. That would be okay as well.
That's good to hear. I like to hear that spirit, like, because that's ultimately,
I mean, it's easy. It's always easy to say if you win, but I really mean it. So yeah.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that if it's something you're interested in, if you're watching, like being like, oh, I don't want to do bad. It's like, just if you're interested in doing it, come on in, give it a shot, and do your best. And we like, ultimately this is all going to boil down to one person winning the tournament. So yeah,
Right. Yeah, the whole point is to have fun just doing what you do, right? And trying your
Absolutely.
best.
And that's exactly what I think would want people to know. Yeah, just do your best. We're all here at different skill levels. These two could probably whip my butt in this thing. I do good commentary, but I'm not the super strongest runner. And I know that, but it's fun. Have fun. Do your best and keep practicing, having fun, and getting better. That's
Definitely.
That's the rando way.
Yeah, sounds good.
No, I completely agree with all of that.
All right. So as always, thanks for the commentary. Thanks for the restream.
Of course, happy to do all this stuff for you, and good luck, Darpex. We have no idea who you're gonna get shuffled into for the brackets, but best of luck in your matchup here, whoever it may be. And someone I want to say as well from everyone here, just thanks for taking part, thanks for being here and being you and giving it your best shot there.
Yep.
Not a problem. Yep, and also just a good reminder. Yeah, did we let's hit that. Gotta hit that button here. Make sure to follow these two. I know we had a follow earlier, but yeah, make sure to follow someone and Darpex. Both great people, both great follows. Give them a follow here on Twitch, and of course, Bring a Smile. Thanks so much for doing our tracking. Make sure to follow them. And of course, Cinna, thank you so much for co-commenting here this early morning, my time. Glad to have you here. Glad we could do this together and have a good time doing it. So thank you so much. Make sure to give them a follow.
Yeah, and make sure to give Tiger a follow as well. Thank you so much for co-commentating with me.
Of course. By the way, if you want more tiebreaker fun, if you go over to main SpeedGaming channel right now, Group Q tiebreaker is happening right now. It's a kabuki run between Dimitri and Nobly. So another really good race coming up is up right now. We have a couple more coming up later today. A lot of tiebreakers and final matches today. So make sure to follow all of the SpeedGaming channels, SpeedGaming, and then SpeedGaming 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever number we have now. I think we have up to like 6, but
yeah, we follow all
of them. Follow all of them. There's a lot of them.
Oh, SpeedGaming 8. Wow. Okay, so I'm missing 2.
Oh my goodness, we're up to 8 already. Holy cow. Okay. Oh boy. All right. It's just growing out of control here. But yeah, remember, someone out there loves you. We love you too. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday wherever you are, and we'll catch you later.
See you later.
Bye.